Paleoart is the illustrating of long-dead creatures based on their remains. Paleoart can range from simple portraits of these creatures to large-scale scenes displaying dramatic battles. Today, we will examine my top 9 Paleo-Artists based on their influence, ability to depict prehistoric creatures, creativity, and just overall talent. So, let's begin. Number 9. C.M. Kosemen. I've talked about C.M. Kosemen multiple times on this channel. Simply put, because he's great at what he does. C.M. Kosemen is a Turkish visual artist that specializes in surreal art. C.M. Kosemen often depicts prehistoric creatures in alien-looking landscapes. Kosemen is a very interesting paleo-artist because he has the great ability to create something that feels very alien. Scenes and images that feature familiar dinosaurs and other reptiles are given a whole new look. When you look at his paintings, you feel almost like you've stepped back in time or landed on an alien planet. The plants, landscape, and even the moon and the sky are alien in his works. C.M. Kosemen often incorporates paleontology theories in his work as well, often featuring dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals with speculative organs not preserved by fossils, and giving them strange and fantastical color schemes. Some of these range from sauropods with manipulative arms, and Majungasaurus with flamboyant eye spots. He also features Easter eggs in his works as well. In some of his drawings, prehistoric cities can be seen in the background. Kosemen definitely has a very unique and strange art style, allowing you to easily distinguish what's his work. C.M. Kosemen is great at giving people a whole new perspective on the world that once existed, and the creatures that roamed it. Number 8. Julius Castletoni. Julius Castletoni is a Canadian paleo-artist who specializes in creating vast prehistoric scenes inhabited by extremely detailed and realistic creatures. Julius's work displays prehistoric animals in everyday life, scavenging, hunting, and even resting. Most of his work presents extremely detailed creatures, allowing his work to appear more like photos than drawings. Some of his scenes are downright terrifying, one of which features a megalodon moments before an attack. A good amount of Julius's work is featured in museums, even though now a lot of it is dated. Number 7. Wayne Barlowe. Wayne Barlowe isn't exactly a paleo-artist. He most often paints demonic and alien scenes, and is more famous in doing so, but every now and then he does draw prehistoric creatures. And let's just say these paintings of dinosaurs are no different than the demons and aliens he paints. Barlowe possesses such a unique style that, like C.M. Kosemen, allows his work to feel extremely alien in nature. When you look at his paintings, you don't really see dinosaurs, you see aliens or demons. It's a very surreal style, and although most of his work is no longer accurate, his work is still very cool looking. Number 6. Trahopteryx. Alright, maybe I'm a little biased on this one. Trahopteryx is a German paleo-artist who I often feature a lot on this channel. I'm actually friends with Trahopteryx, and I often ask him for paleontology questions and for works of art to feature in my videos. I just want to say, Trahopteryx's work is amazing. Trahopteryx is always up to date with his paleo art and knowledge of prehistoric creatures. I often get information from him before anyone else. All of Trahopteryx's art is great at portraying a unique and sometimes scary style. Like John Conway and C.M. Kosemen, he often speculates physical structures on his prehistoric creatures, not preserved by fossils, such as skin coverings and organ structures. Trahopteryx is great at what he does and has a very noticeable art style. So next time you watch one of my videos, look out for some of the work of Trahopteryx. Number 5. John Conway. Yes, John Conway. Like C.M. Kosemen, I featured a lot of John Conway's work on my channel, inside my videos. Simply because he's one of the leading current paleo-artists, and is definitely not new to the game. John Conway has a very unique art style that I can't really put my finger on why it is unique. Maybe it's the gravelly-like effect on the paper he paints on. Maybe it's the amazing usage of light and colors. Or maybe it's just the scenes he paints. Whatever it is, in my opinion, John Conway is an excellent artist. He often features dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures in everyday situations. Most of these situations are calm and soothing, such as creatures resting after a kill, leaving the viewer a very surreal feeling, knowing that these prehistoric creatures are not movie monsters but animals. Animals that need to rest like every other living thing. All of his paintings are original in their own way, and are really good at wrapping the viewer into the scene, not to mention how beautiful the animals and the scenery is. Another cool thing about Conway is that he likes to feature a good deal of speculation in his work, such as balloon sacs on allosaurs and mohawks on sauropods. It is also cool to see the progression of his work, as Conway has been drawing Paleoart for decades. Sometimes he redraws his old drawings from many years ago, and gives them a more accurate and modern feel, as exhibited in 2 of these paintings of Tarbosaurus. As you can see, feathers and a different skull shape have been added with time and new discoveries. Number 4. Crawly creatures. Not all Paleoart is two-dimensional. Crawly Creatures is a prime example of this. Crawly Creatures is an animatronic making business in the UK. Their extremely lifelike animatronics and models of prehistoric creatures are often used in documentaries and movies, most famously in the documentary series Walking with Dinosaurs. They were more recently asked to create the T-Rex model for National Geographic's T-Rex Autopsy. Crawly Creatures' ability to create lifelike 3-dimensional recreations of once-living creatures have landed them a spot on this list. And it's also funny to see how silly some of their creatures look behind the scenes. I mean, look at this. It looks like a vehicle you'd see somebody driving in Mad Max. Number 3. Joshua Knoop. Joshua Knoop, otherwise known by his DeviantArt name, however you pronounce that, is a young paleo artist and probably one of the best of this generation. Joshua is an extremely gifted artist. His work is amazing at displaying extremely detailed prehistoric creatures in their natural environment. All of his work portrays prehistoric creatures in breathtaking areas, possessing interesting character and behavior, and a great deal of speculation. Joshua is amazing at portraying prehistoric animals as just that, animals. His creatures act and sometimes look like animals today, and this is exactly how Paleoart should be portrayed. Paleoart needs to be less about creating monsters and more about creating animals. We need Paleoartists to speculate and not only add physical characteristics to extinct animals, but behavioral characteristics. Joshua is clearly a great Paleoartist for this reason, and will definitely be a strong influence for future Paleoart to come. Number 2. Charles R. Knight. Charles R. Knight was one of the first and most influential Paleoartists. Most of Charles's work was featured in museums in the 1890s to the 1930s. Charles originally featured slow-moving, lumbering dinosaurs similar to lizards, but he later was the first to feature dinosaurs as active and fast-moving, as seen in this painting. Because Charles was one of the first and was an extremely gifted artist, he is probably the most influential paleo-artist on this list, inspiring many other paleo-artists and paleontologists. Although most of his art is very inaccurate today and dated, Charles's work is still beautiful and was a crucial part of the evolution of paleo-art. Before we get to number 1, here are some of my honorable mentions. Number 1. Last but not certainly least is the work of Emily Willoughby. Emily is an American paleo artist who often features amazing and highly detailed works of bird-like dinosaurs. She often features raptors such as Utahraptor and Velociraptor in bird-like situations, and covered in bird-like feathers. Her drawings are highly accurate and extremely beautiful in their own cartoon-esque way. She definitely knows her dinosaurs and knows how to draw them in such a unique and pretty style. And that is why I'm making her the number 1 paleo artist on my list. So, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Please comment in the description below of who is your favorite paleo artist, and if I missed anyone that deserves to be on this list. The paleo artist with the largest amount of votes will be featured in the next episode. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. P.S. Happy birthday, Tropiterix.